Hey there, folks. The week is starting. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev. Intriguing. Intriguing, and nifty. Shape. What's the way to do this? It's not really obvious. It's a few choices. So we're not all the way to the corners, which impacts a little bit. Like we're not all the way to the sides. Right, when I see this, I see we're inset a little bit, which has me thinking using the body element and doing all backgrounds. It's also possible if we do one of these, borders, I think, could do a lot of this. But the fact that this is down the middle makes it a little less interesting, maybe. So the minimum shapes. Let's pretend we were going to do this all with gradients, all gradients. So what are our choices? So conic gradient is the one that I like a lot. So let's start with this light one. So we'll put that in the background, and what do we need to do to create that white part? Linear gradient, and we say 90 degrees, right? We're going to come in from the side, and white is a very short number, and then transparent, so you can see that. And then we see that that's got a height and width. The width is less than 400 pixels, and the height is maybe 40 pixels. So let's do a 0, 0, 100 pixels, and then a 40 pixels, and then repeat it on the x-axis. So that's the way kind of you do that. Let's pretend that's 20 pixels. 0. Maybe it's 30. Maybe that height is 80, maybe 60. And then we move it down. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 65. And then over. 10 pixels. 20. And if we have more layers coming, we can do that 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 65. Now, strictly speaking, so we had 5 characters for that width. And if we're doing that, we might as well increase that to what? 230. I guess, well, no, 230 by 270, right? 270, I think? No, 270. 270, or is it 300? 330. So now we get our white. So what can we do to get the rest of that? It's pretty complicated shape, unfortunately. And what else can we do? If we create padding, then we can do this with the conic gradient. We can do this lower part. Let's see about that. We'll see what we can do there. Okay, so of course that adds padding. padding 10 pixels, and we say we want conic gradient, don't we? Conic gradient from, this is getting longer as we go, from minus 90 degrees at 100 pixels, 30 pixels, this color 75% transparent. And then we need a comma. So that's how we get that. And if I add, what is it? Box content box. Then you get that. And then if I add what? Repeat X. So then I need a width on this, right? 0, 0. And I guess I need everything. Uh, 40. That doesn't help me. How about this? 140. There we go. So this is pretty goofy. So let's move this vertically and horizontally. Well, actually, if we do this padding in the right way, we can force that into place using what? 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. 35, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. And the width of that needs to be wider, right? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 192. 195. Okay, and then a little taller. Well, I guess I don't need a height, do I? I don't need a height. But I do need to set the center of that correctly. All right, what's going on? Oh, we can't see anything. Oh, because this needs to be -8. Oh, wait, no, that's not what it is. 0. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, all right. That's looking good, but we need to move that over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a goofy way to do it. That won't stop me. That will not stop me at all. So now let's repeat this on the x-axis, and that's what we've got. Oh, and these margins are not doing what I want. Oh, how interesting. So it looks to me like the content box is not acting how I want it to. Unless I do a no repeat. Repeat X. Do I need more? Is it possible that I need an element to make that work? It's all looking pretty goofy. Yeah, it's no good. It's no good. That's all right. How about we just do a linear gradient? Linear gradient. So what do we want? And so we don't need this padding. No, we don't need that. We don't need it. But we need two kinds of linear gradients. So we'll create the G, and that is going to be red 30 pixels, transparent 0. That is our kind of gradient. And then we're going to use it 4 times. Var G, comma. Oh, and so it's going to look like this. Linear gradient. There it is. And he's at 0, 0. And the width is 40 pixels. Repeat Y. Or rather, he's at 50%, isn't he? Right. So that kind of works. Okay, so what, 100? 20, 30, 40? Sure. Let's do that again. This one is at 1%. Oh, no, he's not. He's at 50%. 100 pixels. 20, 30, 35. And then his width is 370 or something. 375. 380. 390. Oh no. 8, 7. I'm going the wrong direction. 360. That's cute. So that's what we made so far. Oh, you can't see. Okay. I don't want a comma there. Now I can see. So we made that, and then you can't see the white that's there. So then the next is another linear gradient, and this one, yeah, this is pretty goofy. I'm not bothered by that today. It's all right. Var G, comma. Okay. And he's got a background position as well. Which is what, 100 pixels? One 8, 1 9, 185, isn't it? Yeah, 185, 185. And then what? How about one more linear gradient? And strictly speaking, this covers. So if I do what, a linear gradient, so parens, and then he's going to be at the top, 0, 0. I can even do a cute thing and go repeating linear gradient. Will this work? Or dash dash G? 90 degrees? No, that's just not, oh. So that's working, but not working, I think because it's not valid. There it is. So, not great. No repeat. So let's 100%, 50 pixels. So I only need that much. And so then if I move him over, oh, I still have the problem though of this. Yeah, it's not particularly good. 1, 20, 30. So we need this to cover, don't we? Plonk. And then that color again. And we need that to be the blue. Yeah, kind of a goofy solution. I've got that width of, yeah, not very pretty, is it? Oh, and now the height matters. I thought it was going to do 50%, but because of the way I've done it, and I guess I can move this back. Yeah, I can. I just need to move it back here. Is that right? Or how about here? That kind of works. So then this goes a little wider, 110. 110. 110. And then that needs a width. That width is not 100% at all. It needs to be more like 50%. 40, 30, 35. Yeah. Let's see. Very, very goofy solution. Am I proud of this? Kind of. Not a terrible score. Let's minify and unit replace and see what that looks like. So how many gradients is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And you know, it's 616. It's nothing to sneeze at. Let's go blank template and see what we get. You know, let's do. Go ahead and put this color here. And we say we don't need it back. We don't need that. I mean, border, solid. And actually, we're going to need this again. So let's do color, border solid, border width. Oh, actually, you know, we don't need any of that. We need okay. -8. We just do one thing at a time. How about 90 tall, 100, 105, and narrower 8, 100, 10, 20, 22. That's part 1. It's straightforward. What next? How about a second one? And we add a -30. Sure. And then we change this second one. His border width is 30 pixels, 30 pixels, 0, 0. And then his margins are 0. So they're 0, -10, no, 200, 210, 20, no, I need more numbers. 12, 220, 230, 20, 10, 18, 85, no, 175, no, 172. 175, 177? 177. Okay. And then that height is different, of course it is. $130. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 elements. Goofy. So this is where the kids like WebKit Box Reflect, and I've got I can't remember your name. I'm sorry if you have mentioned WebKit Box Reflect to me before. Potentially that would be something you could do. You basically make a copy of it and reflect it over an axis, and I think that would work. I can't use a box shadow because a box shadow is going to be super solid, right? So you do, and that's just is not doing it, is it? The other thing we could do is decide that the border widths are actually just 30, 0, 0, and then rather than this, we just do 0, 12. So we get that line for free. But now we have the height, and now we can put a background on it. The background then is linear gradient, 90 degrees, white, transparent. And we say that goes 30 pixels. It said 0, 0, 0, and it's 100 pixels wide. 0, great. And then 40 pixels tall, and repeat only on the x-axis. So by altering these numbers to 220, 260, 70, 300, 320, 230, and a little taller. There's that 60 pixels, which is fine. And then another linear gradient. Linear gradient is pretty small. I don't have a color set. I could use maybe an inset box shadow. I don't have any padding to use the content box trick, whatever. Yeah, linear gradient is fine. Linear gradient is fine. It's just fine. So we'll do the red. 30 pixels. Transparent. 0. Oh, and it's got to be coming in from 90 degrees. And then you got to move it over. Yeah, there we go. 1. This 2 is a little better. 50, 60, 65. Submit that guy and see what we get. So that's 2 elements. Blue is on the background. The reds of the top section, this is border, this is also border, this is background linear gradient, and then the little white spots are also linear gradient. I gotta say, given the complexity of this, of that particular shape, like, why am I avoiding my favorite conic gradient is the question. Because then I need an at 30 pixels, 60 pixels? Yeah, 60 pixels. And then it's transparent, 75%. And then it's white, 0, like that. That's a little trimmer. Is it? A little, slightly. I don't need this repeat X business, do I? Or do I? Wait, I do? Why do I need that? Oh, because I gave it a height, and I don't need a height. I don't care about the height. But I need the width to constrain it, right? So that's the actual background, and it's covering. I don't have to bother with any repeats, though. Well, that's kind of nice. So let's minify, unit replace. I believe that's where I'll end it today. So 2 ways. One, super verbose with 5 gradients, and this is, a better score. 2 gradients and a bunch of borders, 2 elements. There are many more ways to do this one, for sure. Super fun. The one thing so the other thing is you could use a conic gradient as a base, as a variable. Now you still run into some problems. Like if you did nothing but that upside down L, that flopped and upside down L as a variable. So what is that? 30 by 30? Yeah, at 30 pixels, 30 pixels from 90 degrees, and then you go transparent, and then red 75% of the rest of it. You could use that plonk and then give it some background sizes. That's another way to do it. Not particularly better than the first set of many gradients, but that's okay. All right, I think that's where I will end you, and that doesn't sound right. That's where I will end today. Excuse me, pardon me. And thanks for watching. Go make a web page. It's definitely rough out there for everybody. Be good to yourself, be good to others. People are struggling. A lot of people with tricky and troubled lives, and the powers that be are difficult. So we'll do our best and fight for what's right. All right, get out of here. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.